What's going on? Hey, I got a coffee in the microwave. Hold up. Just getting ready for Beat the Creek, getting some wheels put together. Been super busy on some projects. I'll catch you up with it. I got a camera set up actually to show you really down and dirty. If you ever wanted to see beadlocks being done, we're going to do, I've got two to do and a whole nother set. So we're going to do some beadlocks. I'm going to show off a project that I've got everything but the windows and some of the seat and interiors done. Some of you guys have seen it, some of you haven't. I'm pretty pumped about it. Those are not the tires that are going on it. The event is next weekend in Kentucky. Beat the Creek. It's been going on for years. I've never been, but I'm going and I'm super excited. So I've been getting rigs ready and working on a project that I'll release the video for on Tuesday. So you'll see how some of this might coincide later. But let me get my coffee. I'll be right back. We'll do some beadlocks. I got some really nice looking beadlocks and a couple sets of tires we're going to get done. Yeah, watch all the footage. There's going to be a lot of creators there. So the coffee's warm, but it's not warm enough, but it's enough to make you mad. I got some trepidors. I love trepidors. When you're mounting up these, let's just go ahead and bring in the other camera. Boom. When you're mounting up these trepidors, rotation is important. There is an arrow on them. It's not just for fun. It is what it is. Now, some people do run tires backwards. They'll wear out faster, but it's really not a big deal. But I kind of just go for the way they're supposed to be. So that's what I'll do. And I got some really sweet rims. Chris, what up? I got some sweet Trail rims that I'm putting on. I've done a couple already. And I decided, you know what? Let's just go live. So that's what we're going to do. I've got a pile of thread lock there, sun in my face. And I'm going to show you how to mount up a set of beadlocks. So the first thing is just to cram this thing in the tire. So that's what we're going to do first. And all the hardware is the same on this for the hub and the ring. So that's kind of nice. There's one in the hub now. I'll just go ahead and leave it. And I try to get the light set up so you could actually see what's going on. So there's that. There's the ring, and there's the top. So one of the first things you're going to do is get your direction right. It doesn't really matter for the ring. The Trail wheels are nice, metal, kind of heavy ring already. So that's it. You get the ring in here. Get the rubber on the outside of the ring. And then I like to kind of massage the foams, make sure things feel good in there. And if they're stubborn, I will use like soapy water or like sanitizer because it's got the alcohol in it that'll go away. If I ever have trouble like clamping the ring, that's what I'll do. So the rubber doesn't bind up on the beadlock itself. So we know this is the outside of this one. So this is going to be the right rear of this truck. And again, I'm kind of going to massage it down. I want the foam on the ring and the rubber's close to the ring as I can get it without having any kind of foam like pinching in between there. Some beadlocks are way easier than others. This one might be okay, or I might need to do my little soap trick. that's actually okay. So I don't need to do the soap trick. What I like doing is making sure this bead of rubber looks the same around this on the front and back, and it does. It looks pretty good, and I'm going to be able to clamp that down and get it going. So let's do it. We're going to get 2 started first. Doing a little bit of Loctite, not a ton. And getting started sometimes is the hard part. I'm not quite there. And you have to put some kind of pressure on that other side to get it going. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. See how the ring is there? I don't really love that. So what I'll do is back this up and try to get it right. And you can press the whole ring down. That'll sometimes get you what you want on the back side too. And if I'm ever, again, if I'm there, they look good now. If I'm ever having trouble though, I will get the soapy, just a pump soap is usually enough. Flapping Lips, what up? Married to an RC addict, Garrett, Peter Griffin, Chris. Hello, everybody. We'll get a couple of these done, and then I'm going to show off the Corvair. I'm really liking how it's turned out. I did salt chipping on it, and I am in love with how it's looking. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss it. Dropping one next week that's going to be, I think you guys are going to be into it. So I like to get them all started before I start going for it on these, and partly just to keep that pressure on the clamp ring and the rubber in good shape. And also, once you get 2 going, you're basically going to be good on the rest. I like the bolts on these treels. They seem to be good. 2mm drive. And they're all the same for the hub and the ring here. Nice. Did you get the portal or the straight axle? I feel like you might have told us the other day, but I don't remember. Nice. See, that little rubber ring is the same and uniform all the way around there. Portal, nice. And it's I can live with it. It's pretty good on the front too. I'm gonna live with it. Now I'm gonna tighten them up the rest of the way. And sometimes you don't know till you try them out if it's good enough. Oh. I'll do the soap trick on the next one. And if I don't like, if it goes really well with the soap trick, I may redo this one. These look fantastic though. And then the hub bolts go in. Go ahead and do them. Grandpa Burke, RC. What up? Good to see you. Just a little thread lock. Not a lot. This is the stock one, so there's none on it. Yeah, I wanted to try this camera out this way. I had to move the light and all kinds of stuff to show what I was doing here. Because as I've mentioned before, it's like the dark side of the moon. You guys can see fine, but I cannot. The black art of steel beadlock installation. Yes. These Trio tires are nice, man. I mean, like $60, you get all four. And they got some nice looks, some weight to them. Window cleaner. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you get the idea. Whatever is that you've got around, you know, that's going to work for you. But I have definitely wrestled beadlocks in the past, and I got to be honest, I've used even spit before to lube them up. Totally gross, but come on, who are we kidding? Y'all have done it too. Don't lie. Sweet. All right, so the hub's done on that one. I am going to get the soap for the next one, and we'll see how much easier it goes. And if I can get the bead to look even better on this next one, I'll redo this one. All right, and rotationally, I have to keep in mind this one is on the right side of the vehicle. So I got to do the next one backwards or I'll get my treads goofed up. So let's go ahead and get it ready and then we'll get the soap out. Don't drop the soap. Hello. And here's our other trepidor. And again, if I don't pay attention, I'll get it wrong. Yeah, you got to always wash your hands after doing these because some of that stuff is gross on the tires. Yeah. All right. So this one is going to go that way for the left side of the vehicle. This is where I go get the soap. So let's massage the tire in. And these are Trio, Grandpa Burke. You can get them on Amazon or who knows where else. I get them on Amazon because they show up fast. I got another set right here that I'm gonna mount up in a second. I kind of go for the old school stuff when I can, and man, I love the weight of these. So even if I got a scale kind of trail rig and I don't feel like throwing a bunch of brass knuckles and stuff on, I don't have to because I'm starting with, you know, decent set of wheels. Let's grab that soap real quick. I'll be right back. We'll go ahead and open up one of these beauties so you can look at it and admire it while I go get the soap. And this is how they come. Dude, another set of treps. Where's the Mickeys? These are nice looking too. Dig it. I like these old school styles. So that's what's going on this set now. And these are going to get mounted to some 419s for the Corvair, which I'm going to show you in a minute. It's looking fantastic. All right, let me get the soap. I'll be right back. After these messages. Boom. Yeah, I love the looks of them. Trio. And, you know, some beadlocks you pay $60 for two. You get 4 of them. That old air-cooled Chevy. Yes, actually, let me tease you a little bit right this minute. with this. Maybe I should leave the other camera on. I don't want to lose any bolts. Dude, it's looking good. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty pumped about how the patina worked out for me as well. The lights are so little on the back. I just painted them in. I'm not going to do them. But we'll go over this a little bit more. Dude, look at the hood. Come on. I'm really digging this one. But those new rims that I showed you and some smaller 419 BFGs are what's going to be on here actually. I'll tell you about the color, how I do that, if you want to know. Let's go back to this split screen. Yeah, I am digging the Corvair bigly, as they say. So I'm going to go ahead and soak it up, man. So this is what I do. Just hit the ring. Hit the ring. Make sure it goes in really nice that way. Yep, rotation is going to be good. The Corvair crawls good too. The approach angle is amazing. The departure is a little bit maybe lackluster, but not bad. So that slipped right in. We got our inner clamp rings already in. This is going to go fantastically. Mike SSI, what up? Fits really good. I'm going to wipe some of the soap so I can see the ring. But this, yeah, Grandpa Burke, that was the inspiration for that Corvair Sweet Care line. So I actually sent them a picture of it when I first had it printed, but I didn't have any patina on it yet. So when later on, I'll tag them or send them a shot. Yeah, man, these feel so good when you do the soap trick. Man, they really do. Let's get a little bit more, another pile of thread lock on here, because it always comes out way too fast out of these tubes. Way too fast. The soap out of the way. We'll use it again. Yeah, that's a 62, I believe. Maybe a 63, like Spider or Monza or something. And let's get one of these started here. Just want to get it started. Nothing crazy yet. Thanks. Yeah, I love that paint job. And I'm fairly new at some of this rock crawler stuff, honestly. And oh yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. I got to plug in this phone. So for me on patina, the trick I enjoy the most is the multiple colors to make it work. So let's plug this in. That looks jank. The multiple colors. So to get, and I'll bring that car back over, but to get the blues like that, what I have underneath it is rust color, which that's fairly obvious. I did salt chipping on that one. But the same thing applies even if I don't do salt chipping, if I do something else. So rust is the first color, and then I've got two different colors of blue, which really present nice once you start scrubbing and sanding that stuff off. And I also throw in, I threw in a green, like a really light green. So the oxidation, what's presenting really light, almost looks yellow. It's from that green. So you've got rust, green, and two different blues to make that happen. And then I did, when you do the salt, you inevitably have these kind of pock marks in the paint for where those crystals were. And it doesn't all smooth out, but it's a great place when you're washing a different color on there, like a darker rust color, in my case. Those little pock marks take that dark paint really well and add to the rust. Before I did the washes on that car, it looked just a little too blue and orange, but I did the washes and it filled in all those little pock marks. And then one thing I'll do too, which I'm not sure everybody would think of, but I will also wash it with a white as well. And there's been some times where I've used a little bit of alcohol also to kind of white out or oxidize the look of the paint. Pretty fun. Pretty fun, man. I'm totally redoing the other one because that went together so good. The bead is perfect. Yeah, I'm doing the other one again. So with multiple colors on the outside and then sandpaper work as well. Yes, I mean that's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm getting through those different layers of paint to do it. So let's bring it over. This will be cool. I don't want to put the truck on the mouse. Look at that, man. So you can see how cool is that? So and I've already scrubbed and sanded a bunch, but you can still kind of see the pock marks. And then when I wash it with the darker rust color, it really goes into those low spots. And you can see the really light color there. That is the green coming through. So two different colors of blue, which you can kind of see. Let me get my dang fingers out of the way. Yes, I will turn a blade around and use it as a scraper. You can see it's a lighter blue and then a darker blue. So and then the rust was the under color. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. So cool. I really dig it. Like this kind of stuff is like my favorite. And if you over sand it, you'll expose the lines. So when I put out the video of this for real, I took pictures along the way. So you can, I did this twice to get it this nice, because the first time you saw all the lines of the print and it still looked cool, no doubt. But I was like, I don't want that. So, and that was no salt. That was just different layers of paint, sanding, and it's all good because it all works towards smooth. So if you do it again and it's going to look fantastic, it gets smoother. And I throw some clear coats in there as well too, just to kind of build it up because I don't want to get into the lines. Let's see if I can get this. Is this the one I need to redo? Yeah. Yes, it is. Let me see. I just really dig how it takes it. There's a door panel. The texture doesn't bother me. I mean, that's what you would have, right? Let's bring this up a little. We'll just move it. There's the roof. And I'm plugged in, so it makes it tough. Let's show you the rear. Yeah, I am in love with this one. This might be my favorite paint job so far. I swear, every time you do one, you learn. But the different colored blue, if you just did rust and blue, you wouldn't get all this dimension between the different colored blue, the little bit of green in there. I'm just over the moon with this one. This is kind of what I was planning. This reminds me a lot of the Sweet Caroline. And also, I grew up with one of these in the driveway at the house, and it looked a lot like this. A lot. And I didn't sand the back yet, but I will make these lines go away too. And I didn't run lights in this one, but I did do lenses. And they're just glued on plastic lenses that I printed. I did sand the front end of this one a little bit, but I haven't got to the back yet. So you don't really see a lot of the lines, and I cleaned up the emblems, so it's looking all right. And if somebody ever wants me to have signed one, I'll show them this. That is a fingerprint, like a crazy fingerprint. So I signed it. This happens to be on the new one of my new 10-3 Axial Builders kit. So I use the coyote mechanism in the front, and I went ahead and did the body posts. I'll show you. I went ahead and did the body posts on the back because I didn't really have a good way to mount that clicking mechanism to this body. So I just slides right off. I just bought some extra parts, for the coyote and got it in the position it needed to be in. So it slides right in there. And then instead of using the clicker, I installed the body posts that come with it. So yeah, I got some window and interior detail to work with, but basically, yeah, this is a new 10-3. And I designed it for body clips instead of clipless because I kind of had to. Because the bar for the mechanism is up in here. And it's just been a lot to work out. You'd almost have to cantilever that to have it work. And I didn't want to do all that. So what's cool about these handful of 10-3 kits I have is like this Corvair could go on any of the other 10-3s that I've built with this. Those trail wheels, man, just go to Amazon and look at 1.9 trail wheels. You'll see them. But yeah, man, I'm digging this one. It crawls good. I mean, it's got the boat sides and the high clearance links. Look how the boat sides just fit perfect in here. That's pretty nice. I like it. I like it. A lot. I think that's the first time I've done a car. All right, I'm redoing that one with the glue. with the soap. Did I get all my hub bolts in? Yeah. Nope, I didn't. I still got to do them on that. Okay, I did on this one though. Man, I don't know what I'll have to look on my Amazon. I could be able to find out a name for those if there is a name. I have an Amazon link, but I don't even think I have it in the description. Come on. It's worth it. I'm going to do the soap deal on this last one. And then we're going to mount up that other set. Pretty pumped about the Corvair, I'm not going to lie. I cut out the arches with the software ahead of time, so it's pretty clean. I didn't have to do any real jagged cuts on it or anything. So, all right, let's soap this up. And the soap will go away. So you don't need a lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It makes it a lot easier. If you've ever done beadlocks and had to fight them before, you'll know what I'm talking about. 100%. Mike Bird, what up? Got one started. Get number 2, 180 from it. Dude, check out my I keep wanting to say beadlock, my thread lock method. You ready? Cool. Got 2 started. The bead looks great. Soap's already starting to dry. Bead looks good there as well. Get them all going. Feeling NASCAR over here, getting it done. Little hand tighten here. You guys like being able to see today what I'm doing? That's new, basically. I think there's one more. There. Awesome. So these guys are done. I do need to throw some more hub bolts in there. It seems like you get extra screws with these treels too, which is actually fantastic. A lot of times I feel like companies are stingy on screws, and I've got a bunch left over. You liking the visual? Awesome. It's that garage style ambiance. DeWalt driver for the win, y'all. And you don't stop. Thank you, Mike Kennedy, for that gift years ago. Hello. Somebody say beadlock. Yeah, I still got like 8 screws left at least. Yeah, 8 whole screws left. And then check your work. So this one, rotation tread is a lefty, and this one is a righty. So we're good. We're good. And the other 2 are correct as well. Now, let's do these. We're bead locking, talking about projects, getting ready for Beat the Creek. I showed off my Corvair a minute ago, which I really am loving the patina on. Went through a lot of salt. I would like to give a special shout out to the Morton Salt Girl who sponsored the Corvair paint job. What these tires are going on is the Corvair. So the tires that are on it now, I don't like. I just had them. These are the right size, being 4.19 instead of 4.75. But I don't like the rims. The Patagonias are fine, but I don't like the rims. So I've got some BFGs that I'm putting on right now because these rims look way better on a car built in 62. Proline tires. I got some BFGs. I've used these before on some other rigs. I like them. These are 4.19. I'd love to have a size of tire somewhere between 4.19 and 4.75. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. But let's get these out. They always stink right away. But these are going to be just right on this Corvair project. I hope I have time to get the windows done before the show, but I'm not sure I will. Comes with a ton of hardware. It's the same screws on the rings and the hubs, which is nice. We're going to rock these out and get them on. I like the looks of them. They've got black, silver, and what this is called gray. So it's just like a darker silver, basically. And there's our screws. You don't want to cut your table, but you want to use a knife. Pull the bag. Ha. There you go. Dwayne, what up? Let's get another little blob of threadlock going. And let's start with one of these. They've got one in it just to hold it together for shipment, basically. And you're going to liberate your inner ring, which the Trial stuff, they're good size, chunky weight. And I don't know that these matter directionally the same as the Trepidors do. What do you guys like the dot, or would you put it on the inside? I kind of like them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think this is directionally correct. All right, so we're going to jam this ring in here. Yeah, the tool for squeezing them together is nice. Dot inside. So see how the foam is sticking out? You can see the clamp ring, but there's the foam. I try to make that go away. So get that foam on top of the ring so it's not going to foul up the clamp at all. Steve Buchanan, the Corvair was just on Cults or Imagine or something. I can try to find it and put it in the description of this for after the fact. It didn't come with any interior or dash or anything, but that's fine on a crawler. I was looking for a 2-door is what I wanted. And I think I wanted a 62, but I did a 63. I can't remember exactly, but pretty good. But yeah, I've got the foam massaged up there now where it's out of the way of the clamp ring and the rubber. And you guys are saying to put the dot on the inside, so that's what we'll do. And I'm going to do my soap trick. These are perfect. Kind of small compared to, what we've been 475s, and these are 419. So, but for the Corvair, I think it's going to be perfect. What's up, Quad Brothers? So I like doing a little bit of soap. I think it makes them go together good. 33rd's not directional. Yeah. So we'll go with the dots on the inside. That's fine. Fits right in there. Super nice. And now we got this one soaped up, so it's going to fit in there without kind of binding on the rubber. And you can rotate it if you have to get the screws to line up. Dude, how nice is that? That's so nice. Okay, it's time. We're done wrestling the tire, so we can go for it. It's like fireside chat. The light's a little different today, a little ambient coming from over here. Got one started. Go 180, do the next one. The bead's looking good. It's not fouled up. There's no tension on the rubber around it. Fantastic, dudes. How can you not dig these trucks? I don't care if you're an airplane guy or a boat guy or a heli guy or girl. I am a nut for tires. I was a nut for landing gear and tires on airplanes as well, and I feel like it is completely transcended to this part of the hobby for me as well. Gotta love that. I'm impressed with these trails. And honestly, like a full set of Injora, full set of trails, they're really close on price, and the hardware's nice. I think they look good. We'll have these mounted up in no time and sitting on that Corvair. Well, guys, if you haven't picked up a new 10.3 kit yet, I'm sure I'll end up with another one soon because I'm into them. And if you want to build along, we can do it. We can do it. Yeah, they're a great value. These are really nice wheels. They've got some weight to them. The hardware's not garbage. I've done some wheels that were a real pain in the ass, you know, and what happens in that case is I won't buy them again. I have had some where I've had to use that little jig to clamp the wheels together. And if I don't have to use it, I won't. Would you do the SR5 or the Coyote? Do you want performance more than scale, or you want a little bit of both? The SR5 is going to be better looking. You get lights and it comes with a dig. Other than that, though, it's basically the same rig. So I would go with the SR5, I guess, for that reason. Both. I got to do a video on the SR5, but I don't have one. Otherwise, I would be tricking it out, and I would probably make my SR5 straight axle if I had one. My Coyote is dialed in. It is dialed in. It's got brass. I did the dig. I added even more overdrive. And it is what it is. Like it's a good performer, but the looks of it, it is what it is, right? Guys, that one's done. Looks fantastic. But yeah, if I was choosing between the two, I think I would go for the SR5 for the lights and stuff. Again, on the performance, if you want performance more than looks, the Coyote would be the one to go for. You don't have that cage work that makes it heavy and stuff like that. So there's that. All right, let's go for another one. We're going to get this Corvair mounted up on these new shoes. I'm telling you what. Beadlocks on the farm. We're doing the massage portion next here. So again, like I was saying on the first one, once you get that ring in there, massage that foam around so it's not going to impede the clamp. You can see the foam there, and you can see it there sticking out a lot. I don't like that, right? So I'll kind of squish one side at a time over that clamp ring. So there's nothing impeding that. It'd still go together, but you would have a wobbly wheel or something. So now it's pretty good. It's not all the way. And if you really want to get nerd, you can get inside there and do it. I don't usually, but you can. Run your finger in there along the foam. That's not a bad way to do it. Maybe I'll always do it like this from now on. Check this side. No wrinkles, nothing weird. Cool. Feeling good. Soap that is. That's a great thing about community. It's like, I don't know if I ever saw anybody do this or not, but I'm glad to share it. It makes a lot of sense. There's a little foam sticking out. I don't like that. So we'll cram it in there. Make sure it's over the bead. Nice. Okay, we're soaped up enough to go with. A little bit of foam there. Don't want that. I may have to soap this one again. Nice. Just a little bit. Just a little dab will do me. And it allows you to rotate it into position too when your screw holes aren't lined up, which is nice. It feels good. The bead looks good. And seen. We're going for it. We're going to have 2 done in no time. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It makes sense. Just kind of like doing real tires. You're not going to clamp one down all the way before you have another one started. And if you do, you'll learn quickly that that's not the way to do it, because you'll foul it up. Get just a little more of this. Those things leak so bad. We're jamming. I've been jamming, getting ready for this Beat the Creek show. And it is the season to get out there and run these RCs and work them out. Uno más, por favor. I'm still with the 180 because why not? I knew there was one more. There we go. All right, second set. Yep, next weekend. Look at that. The bead looks great. It's not weird. And it looks good there too. That's what's up. All right, hub. And then the stock screw that's holding the hub in doesn't have any thread lock, so now it does. Jink, jink. We're jamming. Oh yeah, use soap on real ones. Yeah, exactly. That's probably where I saw it. Actually, now that you mention it, because I watch full scale channels, and yeah, absolutely, yeah. You got it in a spray bottle a lot of times, right? I can't get these other two done fast enough. I want to see him on the Corvair so bad. Man, I love how these look though. Holy smokes. Come on. We're going to keep on jamming. I love how you get extra screws with these. Really, I do. All right, we'll keep with this dot on the inside. Bucket and a brush. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do on these. Doesn't matter what you do on these. What's up, boy?
What up, dog?
You get that spoon you left outside last night? That's ridiculous. Please.
There's ants on it.
Yeah, you left a ice cream spoon outside. Crazy.
Are you live?
I am.
Okay.
You want to hang out?
I'm gonna ask you to sign into the iPad for me in a sec.
Save some time.
No, I was literally like just like chilling, and then like my friends wanted to add me to the call, and I was like in a bit I'm thinking, and then they absolutely just like freaked out, bro.
What do you mean?
They were just like, they're like, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? And they were like, bro.
Save me some time, man, to hang out. But I'll bring it here. I'll get you on it.
Okay.
Teenagers, am I right? Am I right? The thing is, he wants the iPad, but if Sis is on it, we'll hear some carrying on here in just a minute. Yes, we will. Yeah, just spend your time, get the foams in there, man. Right. Don't rush it. You'll be glad you did. Sometimes it's hard, especially on these smaller ones, right? You've got just less room to work with, it seems. Sometimes you got to overdo it more than you think that it should be. With the squeezing, with the massaging. It's like, man, where did all that foam come from? I'm still working this one. What time is it? I don't know if I overdo it or not, but it seems to work for me. She already let you on?
Yeah.
All right. Dot. Okay. The beadlock factory. Let's go. Blink. And bink. Feeling good. And we're moving on. NASCAR style. Let's go. Speaking of NASCAR style, Cletus did good, didn't he? I'm getting faster. Can you believe it? Second place. Dude, speaking of second place, homeboy got a hat trick yesterday at the lacrosse game, match game, whatever they call it. He looked good out there, man. He had some moves. One goal got taken away from him because he was apparently in the crease. The other one bounced off the pole, or he'd have had 5 goals yesterday in one game. Awesome. I had him for a long time with baseball, and he's not into it anymore. He's lacrosse and football now. I guess it's not about me. That's okay. Super proud of him. Boy, like school was hard for me. He's doing it, man. His grades are good too. And I never see him do homework. Like, he gets it done at school. Like, how are you doing it, man? He's not stressed about it. He gets it done. Very rarely does he have any here to do, but man, he's rocking it. Dudes, yeah, some beadlocks are an absolute pain in the butt. And some that have all the bolts around them, actually, you really got to do all the bolts around them. And some, it's just kind of fake. Which is cool if you don't have to do every one of those little tiny screws. Does he have a career in mind? No. He thinks he's going to be, I think he thinks he's going to be athlete. I don't know. He can do whatever he puts his mind to. He did theater when he was little, which I think is why he's so adept at talking to grown-ups and coaches and stuff, and kind of directing out there on the field. Like, he's not bossy, but he'll tell you, his teammates, it doesn't matter what sport it is, like where they need to be, who they need to be on. Good stuff. Hello. Dude, we're one away. Oh, yeah, I won't usually choose. That's a one nice thing too about these old school wheels that I tend to go for, is they really don't ever have all that extra bolt stuff going on. Which is another reason to go for the oldies sometimes. And I used to do a lot of RC four-wheel drive beadlocks. They're all right. But the hardware kind of left a lot to be desired. And if you don't really pay attention, you may end up with the wrong hub. And I don't want that, you know. Bro, one more. Can you guys hear him? I can. Once again, the bead's fantastic. If you've done these and the bead gets a little bit out of whack, you know, you might survive it, but it always drives me nuts. So these are just perfect the way they fit in there. All right, uno más, por favor. We're at the last one, and then we're going to mount it to the Corvair. Outstanding. I swear I spent more time wrestling the massaging the foam in. 20 peeps in the chat. Awesome. What are we using today? Soapbox, soothing water, and sage. Let's go. Usually after you put in the ring, one side is okay. On the foam inside, it's the other one you got to mess with. Yeah, I won't buy the ones with the rings anymore, the all the way around bolts. The Endura ones look like you've got to deal. I don't remember. Did I have to do the bolts on those or not? I think I might have. You might remember on the Enduras if that's already done or not. I can't remember. But the backside's easy. You know what I mean? Just like these. I just can't remember if the ring was done already or not. I might have had to turn every one of those. I probably did. And I've forgotten on purpose because it's such a nuisance. But bro, yeah, I've been buying those Enduras and I was like, dude, let me go for the Trials. And I was like, wow, those are sick. Boom. Soap it up. Wipe it on your pants. Smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. Oh no. Rotate into position. Easy, man. Beadlock's done a lot of them. Whatever gave you that impression? Okay, there's one in, started. Guys, I cannot wait. We're going to be mounting these up in just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Yeah, these are nice, man. I like a fast beadlock. And again, I don't normally go for those ringed ones. I know a lot of people do. I literally can't tell the difference though between, you know, an Injora and a Vanquish one. I mean, how good does it need to be, right? I think to me, it's about the hardware, and I've yet to really run into one that wasn't tapped out correctly, no matter dirty thirds on the optic. That Porigen, I don't know what that's modeled after. I don't know. I know the Night Customs Terrabug is definitely, you know, Volkswagen. I feel like I saw a new option out there from maybe at Ease RC over the last couple days. I don't know what it is, but it looks a little Toyota-ish. It looks awesome. It really does. Boom. Did I get them all? I feel like I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got them. 6. I got them. It's time for the guys. We did it. Oh, the hub. Come on. So close. So close. Yeah, I don't know what that Porigen is, man. Modeled after. It looks awesome. I liked it a little better than the Terrabug, I think. And the new one they've got, what is it, Recon or whatever? It's definitely a Jeep. And I'm like, I just did the IJ, so I'm not too worried about another Jeep. And extra bolts. Once again, it looks like there's going to be 8 extra bolts. Gotta love that, actually. You know? Just a little bit of thread lock, man. That's all you need. Might as well keep this out because I'm going to need that nut driver for the tires. Bro, we are ready to go on the Corvair. I'm going to try to fix this light just a little bit. It's awfully bright. Not so obnoxious. And here it is. Let's bolt them up, boys. looks good. Bruh. That's nice. That's cool, dude. Bro. We'll change it, but those look good, bro. And believe it or not, they're actually, there's an offset to them. So they're actually sticking out just a smidge more than the other ones were. All right, full squish. You can see right here the tire I had on there, and then full squish. It's pretty similar, ain't it? Once you squish them. Yeah. I'd say that's the same. Dude, I think those look fantastic. All right, two more. Dig these 10 III kits, man. I am not going to lie. They're very smooth transmissions. I think these are like class 1 tires or something. I don't know what that means, but and this truck will run on 475s, but they just almost look too big. It'll run, and it rubs a little bit when you're turning, but it's doable. Like I could totally run regular 475s on this. And that's how I kind of designed the cut of the arches for. But these seem super appropriate for what this is. There it is. And there's good weight to them. So this thing is already good and nice and low to the ground. And now those are nice heavy wheels. So it's going to be even better. I think it looks good. I'm trying to show you how to. My desk is an absolute piece of mess. But yeah, full squish in there. That's nice. No problem turning. The back side is super good. Look at that. So I cut this out in the software this time. So this is as good of a, I've just not done that ahead of time before on any of my other ones. So it's just clean, super clean. If I let it hang, it looks crazy, right? But if I've got it, I'm holding the axles, it looks pretty good. They almost look a little too big. Like if I could get slightly bigger tires, it'd be perfect. But the 475s are just a little too much. I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, let's go solo. I might move the light. Hold on. That's more like it, I believe. All right, yeah. This is good. We got a nice wide shot now. Let's see. Yeah, man, stock new 10.3. Stock oils, the whole thing. Those wheels look good. Those wheels look good. Should we put the new treps on the I think we should. We need to put the new treps on the other Vanquish. Let's do it. Let's do it real quick. All right, this duty BFGs with some Trill. And what's nice about this 10.3 chassis, these tires work really good on the F250 that I'm making 10 scale. So it will probably have the same wheels. Come on, man. All right. That looks nice. Looks good. All right, let's throw the treps on this one. So this is this Vanquish here. And I got Patagonias with Enjoras on it, which are cool. It's fine. But I think these are going to look really good on it. So let's do that. For Corvair, huh? Now that I've got the light back to normal, I can't see anything on this side. But we're going to do the treps. Let's do the treps. And ooh, so good. Indiana plates, man, yeah. Oh, these look good. These look nice. Wait a minute. Sometimes on those Enjoras, I have to put a washer between the. Let me make sure I didn't have to do that. Nope. All right, let's find the nut now. Oh, those look sweet. We'll probably throw these Patagonias on the optic, I think. See, directionally, I'm good. Okay, so here you go. This is what we're going to. So there's this Patagonias, which I love Patagonias. Let's get the body in the rail looking good. So Patagonias on this Vanquish Origin, or treps on Trials. Dude, I already know this is the right choice. Doesn't that look nice? Trepidors on Trials. Or Pats on Anjoras. I already know. Treps on Trials. Treps on Trials. So good. So good. So good. Thank you. Yeah, man. I wanted to do. I've got a thing for this International Snow Star, and I grew up with the truck version of this, and I've been in it. I've been off road in it, off in the woods fetching firewood and stuff, and I can't really find the truck version in RC, but I can make a Scout into one every time I have the chance. So that's what I do. The width is just right. Also, it's not crazy. That one looks crazy on the front because it's turned out. There we go. I like it. Those look good. Those look fantastic. So full squish, there's what you see there. That looks good. I was talking to some of you guys about the offset on the axle, like when it was compressed the other day. I fixed it. So it was bugging me that just riding, I can't remember which now, one of these sides just stuck out crazy far. But then when you compressed it, it was perfect. But I feel like it matters more how it's going to look just riding than not. So I kind of split the difference there. Let's put the dual engagement retention pins back in. That's all you need to hold this body on. Click. And click. There it is, Vanquish Origin Classic on top of my 6-scale version. Voila. I gotta say, I like the treps. I'm gonna throw these Pats back on Homeboy here. What time is it, Rafe? What time is it?
What?
What time is it?
9:18.
Are you gonna get off of that?
Maybe, I don't know yet.
Okay, treps are on the Scout. We're gonna throw the Patagonias back on the optic for now, anyway. 67 took that bugger everywhere, slowly but everywhere. I think I have some footage of this optic, man, that I haven't really put out yet. I did the stock run on it, but I haven't run it since it's been porging on brushless, I think. I probably should do some kind of weighted something or other. This may get to run on those treps too, to be honest, because they're so good and they're heavier. But for now, I'm going to put these on. These are deep dish Pats, Injora Pats, Injora rims, and RC 4-wheel drive Patagonia, which I did run these on in the footage I'm talking about, not the stock footage. I ran the stock Vanquish tires on that. Honestly, these tires should have went back on my IJ, but that's okay. I've got a weighted set of Pats somewhere. Oh man, that's what I should have put on here. That's okay. They look the same. Okay, so optics dressed. Got some Pats on some deep dish Injoras. Brushless motor, Porgin files, but otherwise this is a stock optic. Not even. Change the tires, change the body, change the motor. There it is. Had to have a buggy. Come on. Come on. I think the Corvair deserves the shelf right now. Come on, man. Gotta love it. I am super pumped about, oh, you can't see it. I'm super pumped about that. There it is. That's fun. I'm taking a ton of trucks to BTC, bro. A ton. I'm taking all I can fit. I am. I'm taking all I can fit. I got my lights in for the big IJ that I got to install. I'm close. I'm not going to have the Ford done by the show, but I've got a bunch of other stuff here that's ready to rock. I may get rid of some stuff there. I don't know. I kind of want to put the Willie's wagon back on something. I have a chassis on its way. Another one. So, but it was built already. It was too good of a deal to pass up. RC Chop Shop, dudes. I'm telling you, I got a whole new 10 III chassis for $60. The transmission for 55. Already have an extra front axle, so I'm going to buy the parts to make a straight axle rear, and I'll have another rig for parts. And the nice thing about that chassis for $60, it has the links on it and everything already. It doesn't have the transmission or the axles, but it's got, or the shocks, but it's got everything. And I've got shocks. So, man. Yeah, I'll probably put it on there. The associated, the buggy thing. Oh, buy one, get one deal. I haven't really paid it. I like the race rigs, but the RC10 of it all has been a little much. So I haven't really looked. No element stuff. Yeah. I got some CA. I got another thing of kicker. I'm pretty ready for the show. The Corvair, actually, it's got brushless 1800 in there, but it's Vanquish receiver and RTR radio. So I don't know. That may be okay to let somebody else run a rig, because my radio has everything. I got everything on one radio. So I guess I can put, I had my Vanquish beadlocks apart, the ones that came on the optic. So I might put those back together. The open country Toyos, I think it is. But yeah, hey, surprise, live stream Sunday night. Homeboy will probably be on the phone till it's bedtime. The family ate already. I haven't. So I think I'm going to handle that. You guys got any last minute stuff? Let me know. The Ecto's neat. It's got that trailing link business on the back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking the Corvair, the IJ, the FC150. I'll probably take the Leafer. I'll take the Scout, the big trimmers truck, the big IJ. Probably take that Leafer too. Why did I forget? FJ40. CJ7 will go. Coyote's probably going to go. I want some stuff that I can beat on. So the RTR stuff, the LC80 is brushless now, and it's sitting on some Goodyear MTRs. It's wide, not crazy wide, but wide enough. So it might go too. The optic's going to go. I'm going to take a ton of stuff. Basically, probably everything but the Willys Jeep that you see is going to go. It's just like airplane shows where eventually with airplane shows, I learned that I did not need to bring everything, because I'd get 11 or 12 planes in a car, which means they're apart. You're taking them apart, which means you got to put them back together, so to say, at the show. But I would only fly 3 or 4. So I got to where I'd pack light on air shows. But I haven't really been to crawler shows yet. And I've watched some videos from Beat the Creek, but not a bunch. So I feel like there's some stuff that you're going to need a rig that can really take the abuse. And then other stuff, it's a little more just trail trucking. So I'm going to have a little bit of everything, I guess, there. And so I'm definitely bringing the Coyote if I need something that can just handle whatever, you know. The CJ7 is going to be a good one. I think the Corvair is going to be a good performer too. The only thing going against the Corvair is the tire size and the departure angle. It's not crazy awful, but it it hangs off a little bit there. I'm going to reinforce that body on the inside also a little bit because I really am in love with that paint job now. So I originally intended to beat the living snot out of the Corvair, but I may treat it a little nicer now. But yeah, my sixes are going to be treated fairly well, except for the IJ. I'll beat it up. Don't even care because it's what's nice about that is so modular. You can just, if you break something, you just print that piece, which is nice. So as far as the sixes go, I'll beat up my IJ6. And I don't really mind beating on the 10 scale IJ either. Actually, let's change the tires on that one. Let's put these pats back on it. Let's do it. Front and back. I got brass rings in these two. And I know I'm going to need, I got a couple washers. I'm going to need 4 washers for these pats. The Patagonia, the Injora rims on an Axial need a little bit of a washer to keep the back end of the hub from getting into some of the stuff. That's the back, front, back. Yeah. My little girl made me a fuel tank out of a rock, which is dope. These tires are just placeholders. All right, what I say? These are the fronts. Yeah. We'll go ahead and change these out real fast. The pats look really good on this IJ. And the deep dish Injora help mitigate the top heaviness of this body. This truck is fun because it's got the Basecamp Portal transmission in it. And so it's fast, which is fun on a crawler sometimes. Put my little washer on to keep that back end off of the hub. And we'll split here in a sec. I've got some honey-do stuff I'm doing on Tuesday. So the more I can get done and have done, the better. I got a light set I need to put in this IJ too. I'm trying to decide if I actually want to or not. I don't know if I want to. Might save them for something else. But yeah, I'm really excited. I've run the Corvair on my front yard rocks are enough to get a decent trial test out of. But they're not obviously like running for real. Yeah, these look good on there. These are great. So the Scout has run on the rocks in front of my house. The Corvair has run on the rocks in front of my house, but that's it. Eventually, I'll have an interior and a driver on the Vanquish Snowstar Scout, but not before the show. It's not going to happen, I'm sure. Did I already switch? I did. Oh yeah, washer. I probably slid them right off the table. And the one thing is, if you don't do the washer, eventually you wear them off anyway, so it's fine. But it feels like you got brakes on your rig if you don't. Okay. I think I forgot the washer on the back of the other side, by the way. Can't find that sale. Jim's was showing it last night. Enduro Comp Fox and another car for one price thing. Look at the Team Associated site. See if you see it, or check out A Main or something. I think I forgot the washer on the back one over here. Hold on a minute. I'm on my own for dinner tonight. I think it's going to be, oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'll cook up some eggs. I get to where I don't want to leave. I was right. It was the back that I forgot. All right. Yeah. So this dude's ready, except for the lights. And if I'm going to do the window or not. I didn't do the lights. I probably should. But I got weighted brass rings on these pats, which are pretty good for this. The battery loads in under the hood, so I can screw the right there through the skids into the body, which is nice, which I should probably do. Nah, I won't do it, because if I'm going to run the lights, I'll just have to undo it. But this, it looks pretty good. I've got the links spun out a little already on this one. And this kind of goes where it goes, unlike some of the other rigs where, you know, you really get to do what you want with them. This kind of is what it is. But these hang out. These tires hang out. But they kind of need to. This is a heavy body. So the deep dish Enjoras are fairly appropriate here. No axle extensions on it at all. It's just that wide already. So we'll take it, because this heavy guy is going to need it. Cool. There it is. There it is. Well, we did it. Bunch of beadlocks and preparation for BTC. Looking forward to that. Definitely. Any last minute stuff? I'm fitting to be splitting. Guess I can shut the stream part off of this. Trying to leave the studio. There we go. Remove. Join myself on StreamYard. That's the beauty of having more than one email address, is you can send yourself an invite and use your camera as another person. Pretty sweet. All right, guys, that's it for me. We'll see you. Thanks so much for coming over. Be watching out for next week. I'm going to try to have a video for Tuesday, and then of course the show is the weekend. So yeah, follow along Facebook and all that business. Of course, here on YouTube, links to the short form content is in the description. May do some Instagrams and stuff over the weekend as well. Yeah, let me know. Get you a kit. Let's build another kit together. It's super fun. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next one. We're out here in 5. Hanger rats forever. We'll 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Thanks for hanging out with me and bead locking. Keep an eye out for the Corvair, man. I'm so proud of that paint job, man. See ya. Bye.